All right, let's talk about getting things done. Forget about waiting for that lightning strike of inspiration. Today, we're not chasing motivation, we're building something that actually lasts. We're building a system of discipline. Okay, be honest with me for a second. Think about all those amazing plans you've made, all those New Year's resolutions. How many of them are just sitting there? On a list, collecting digital dust, waiting for that perfect moment that, let's be real, never seems to show up. If that feels a little too familiar, don't worry, you're in exactly the right place. And look, this isn't just you. Get this, a staggering 92% of people never actually achieve their long-term goals. That's not a personal failure, you know? It's a system failure. It means the way most of us try to chase our ambitions is just fundamentally broken. And here's the main culprit. It's something I call the motivation hangover. We have all been there. You get that incredible surge of energy, you map out the perfect plan, you're ready to conquer the entire world, and then you wake up the next day, and that feeling is just gone. The plan looks overwhelming, and so you do nothing. That right there is the trap of relying on a feeling. So the key here is to completely shift our thinking. Motivation is just a feeling, right? It's temporary, it's super unreliable. But discipline, that's totally different. Discipline is a system. It's permanent. It's all about action. And the best part, it works even when you don't feel like it. That's the engine that's going to carry you forward when all that initial excitement has faded. So how do we actually build this discipline? Let's get practical. We're going to dive into a toolkit with 20 solid, battle-tested methods, and we'll break them down into 3 key areas of life: productivity, a few behaviors you've got to avoid, and some killer strategies for long-term growth. First step, productivity. These are simple rules that can totally multiply your output. The Pomodoro technique, you just force yourself to focus in these short 25-minute bursts. Single tasking, because multitasking is a total myth. Did you know it costs you about 23 minutes of focus every single time you switch tasks? And the 2-minute rule? Oh man, if something's quick, just do it now. It is genius for clearing out all that mental clutter. Next, let's talk about the things that are secretly sabotaging our success. These are the traps we fall into. Social media. The average person loses over 3 hours a day to it. Think about that. That's your future just leaking away. Relying on a single income stream. That's a massive risk in today's world. And lifestyle inflation. You know, where your spending just keeps rising with your income. It keeps you feeling broke no matter how much you earn. And finally, let's focus on growing for the long term. An emergency fund isn't just a nice idea. It's your foundation. It's non-negotiable. Skill stacking. This is how you become irreplaceable. You combine a few unique skills, like maybe data analysis and public speaking. And compounding. The secret isn't trying to time the market. It's about time in the market. You start early and you let your money do the heavy lifting for you. Okay, so we've got the tools. But a bunch of tools in a toolbox is kind of useless if you don't know how to build anything, right? This is where we bridge that massive gap between some vague goal and the actual daily steps you need to take to get there. The system uses 5 different templates, and each one is psychologically designed for a different kind of challenge. So whether you're chasing a really specific outcome, trying to get over a deep-seated fear, or maybe building a new skill from scratch, there's a structured path ready to guide you. And you can get started in literally just 5 minutes. It's a simple 5-step process. First, you choose your template. Then, you visualize what success actually looks and feels like. Step 3, you make your goal incredibly specific. No more vague wishes. Step 4, you plan for the obstacles you know are going to pop up. And finally, you sign it. You make a real physical commitment to yourself. Now, I really want you to pay attention to step 4, because this is an absolute game changer. Research shows that by simply planning for obstacles ahead of time, you can literally double your chances of success. It's a technique called implementation intentions. All you do is decide beforehand, when this bad thing happens, I will do this instead. You're essentially pre-programming your brain to win. All right, now for the final piece of this whole puzzle. The tools and the plans, they're essential for sure. But what makes this whole thing stick for the long haul is the mindset. So let's talk about the core principles that create permanent, lasting change. Think about this for a second. You are 42% more likely to achieve your goals just by writing them down. How crazy is that? The simple physical act of putting a goal on paper makes it real. It creates a level of accountability that just a thought floating around in your head never ever can. And that leads to maybe the most powerful idea of them all, identity-based change. See, you don't just focus on what you want to get, you focus on who you want to become. Every time you go for a run, you're not just running, you're casting a vote for being a runner. And those little votes, day after day, they build a brand new identity. So what's more important than talent or waiting for that perfect moment? It's consistency. Consistency is the true engine of all success. Small, daily actions will always outperform huge, random bursts of effort. This is all about embracing progress over perfection. Just start, even if it's messy. You can always improve and fix things as you go. And it really all comes down to this powerful idea, summed up perfectly in this quote, which basically means, why are you so scared, friend? Bet on yourself. At some point, you just have to stop researching, you have to stop waiting to feel ready, and you just have to start. It's time to back yourself with real action. It is time to bet on yourself.
Tired of planning, never doing. Motivation fades by noon. Same old cycle, dreams keep waiting. Time to break the spell real soon. Stop the scrolling, start the action. No more excuses left to hide. 21 techniques, real results. It's your moment to decide. You dirt the head to y'all. Cooper dive lugger. Small steps, real change. This is Swlux. This is how we rise up. You dirt the head through y'all. Your future's calling now. Stop dreaming, start achieving. Swlux shows you exactly how.